You are told the world is made of things, solid things, but quantum physics whispers something else. That solidity is an illusion. That matter is music. And you? You are a vibration, dressed as a person. A particle is not a dot in space, it is a cloud of possibilities. Heisenberg showed us, the more you know where something is, the less you know where it's going. Reality is not a place, it's a range. A spectrum of maybes collapsing into now, only when you dare to look. You observe the universe, but what if it observes you back? The double-slit experiment, a simple test with two openings, shattered classical logic. Particles acted like waves until you watched. Then they decided to behave, as if awareness itself rewrote the rules. Two particles born together remain connected forever. Separate them by light years, still they move in sync. Einstein called it spooky action at a distance. But what if distance isn't real? What if everything is touching? Through the hidden fabric of being. A cat, alive and dead, not metaphorically, literally, until you open the box. That's superposition, a state where multiple outcomes coexist. You live in a world of collapsed choices, but the quantum world still dreams of all the others. Each time a decision is made, a universe is born. One where you turned left, one where you never left your hometown, one where you never existed. The multiverse isn't science fiction, it's math. The equations don't pick just one answer, they allow for all of them. You feel time move forward, but quantum equations run both ways. What if the future influences the past? What if now is just a convenience? A story you tell yourself to feel anchored in a sea of infinite becoming. No theory of quantum physics includes the mind. Yet, it seems the act of observation collapses waves into reality. Are you the universe waking up? Are we its eyes? Maybe the quantum field isn't out there. Maybe it's within. Maybe the final puzzle piece is you. You are never solid. You are never separate. You are a ripple in a boundless field. A temporary pattern humming in harmony with everything that ever was. The quantum world is not small. It is foundational. The stage beneath the play. And now that you've seen the stage, the dream will never feel quite the same again. You live your life inside a world of surfaces. You touch, see, hear, and assume it's all real. But your senses don't reveal the universe, they filter it. Translate it, hide more than they show. What you call reality is a construction. A simulation, perhaps. Not by computers, but by perception. Because beneath the layer of form, beneath atoms and particles, is a wave. Not of matter, not of energy, but of information. Every particle, every force, every interaction may be nothing more than data flowing through a cosmic code. What if the universe is not a machine, but a mind? A dreaming intelligence, self-reflecting through stars, galaxies, and now through you. In quantum field theory, particles are just excitations in a field. A photon, a ripple in the electromagnetic field. An electron, a disturbance in another field. So what are you? A ripple in the field of consciousness, a vibration in the fabric of awareness. Maybe you are not in the universe, maybe the universe is in you. Time, space, matter. They are not fundamentals, they emerge, they unfold from something deeper, something timeless. String theory suggests that even particles are strings of vibration, like musical notes resonating across dimensions we cannot see. If so, then existence itself is music, and the cosmos, a symphony. You might think you are alone, a singular mind in a chaotic world. But the quantum world suggests otherwise. Everything is connected, entangled, not metaphorically, literally. Across the universe, particles dance together in perfect sync, as if distance, as if separation itself is an illusion. We've searched the skies for signs of other life. But what if consciousness is already woven into the universe? What if the spark of awareness is not an accident, but a fundamental ingredient? The physicist John Wheeler said, "We are not just observers of the universe, we are participants in its unfolding." The universe becomes real through our eyes, and when you sleep, when your mind floats free, you visit dream worlds constructed from the same raw material as waking reality. Perception, vibration, possibility. What if this too is a kind of quantum field? A mental landscape rising and falling with every thought, every choice, every observation. Some believe the universe is finite, that it began and will end. But quantum cosmology suggests the beginning was not the beginning, and the end is not the end. Only transitions, only wave functions evolving, an eternal unfolding, a never-ending now. You are not a passive witness. You are not a machine. You are an aperture through which the universe knows itself, a brief flare of awareness illuminating a billion years of possibility. And when your light fades, nothing is lost, because what you are was never truly separate, never truly solid, never truly gone. You are a quantum echo in the infinite mind of being. And so we return to the edge of the dream, a place where thought dissolves, where identity fades, where questions become silence. The quantum world is not beneath us. It is within us, all around us, unseen, unfinished, unfolding. And just maybe, it's waiting for you to wake up. What is a beginning? What is an end? In classical physics, things are clean. A cause, an effect, one thing after another. But quantum reality doesn't work like that. It loops, it branches, it spirals inward and outward with no center and no edge. The universe may not have begun with a bang, but with a question. Not when did it start, but why can it be asked at all? Why is there something rather than nothing? And why can you even wonder about it? Maybe the laws of physics are not laws at all, but habits. Rhythms the universe has learned to repeat, like ripples in a pond that has no bottom. And what of death? The great silence, the curtain we all feel approaching, yet cannot look behind. Is death the end of the observer? Or the birth of another collapse of the wave function? Does consciousness vanish, or does it shift? If the multiverse is real, then somewhere you are still alive. And somewhere else you never were. So what is death but a quantum drift from one version of the dream to another? We assume reality is out there. But what if it's more like a mirror, reflecting not just matter, but meaning? What if beauty isn't a coincidence, but a clue? Symmetry, elegance, the strange perfection of math written into the bones of space-time. It's almost as if the universe was meant to be known, to be felt, to be loved. And then, there's silence. The kind of silence that comes after all the answers. A silence that isn't empty, but full. Like the night sky, every question leads to another. Every truth opens more mystery. The deeper you go, the less you know. And the more you sense, there's something more. Something the equations can't capture. Something not made of particles, but of presence. Not logic, but longing. So maybe the quantum dream isn't just physics. Maybe it's a prayer, a whisper in the dark, from the universe to itself, saying, "Wake up. You are not an accident. You are not alone. You are not limited to flesh and time and gravity. You are a question the universe asked and is still waiting to answer. You are a story still being written in a language made of light, curved space, and wonder. This is not the end. This is a threshold. The known world rests on the surface of a mystery so deep it cannot be spoken, but it can be felt, and it can be remembered. So the next time you look up, into the vastness of night, into the shimmer of starlight, don't ask what it all means. Ask instead, what part of me already knows? And listen, because sometimes the universe answers in silence.